What is going on, all my fantastically nerdy people out there? How's everybody doing? Well, I was able to find my XLR cord, my XLR cable today, so this episode shall be released today. Woo! But how's everybody's week been? You know, how's it hanging? My weekend, was just a wee bit crazy, full of moving, and Monday I was sicker than shit with like a 24-hour bug. Terrible. Only plus side was it got me out of work. And for some reason I sound terrible. Who knows why. Such is the way of life. But the new house is coming along. Getting the Funko Pops up, Lord of the Rings, Game of Thrones action figures up, all like 15 or 16 Monopoly boards. Oh yeah, nerdy as hell, baby. And gonna be working again on having everything set up for when the PS2 arrives. Thank you to my brother out there for it. And I was doing some looking just on the store to look at, what games, what retro games are currently on, like PSN, and the Microsoft store. Sorry, had that yawn. It's been a long day. And I found that they are redoing Crash Team Racing, which is insane. It's going to be fully remade from the ground up. It'll be coming out June 21st, 2019. And it's possible that it will be coming to the PS4 soon, but they're still expecting, more news to come. It's still fairly new, but it's insane. The Spyro remaster, the Crash remaster, and now Crash Team Racing. So, it makes you wonder, what else are they going to remaster? And, yeah, it's fun. The games are fun. But you don't get that nostalgia from playing it like you did before when it first came out. Like now, I think when people see it, it's more, oh, look at these updated graphics. They're fucking amazing. Amazing. And yeah, it's a little nice, but is it everything? I mean, again, the graphics are nice to have, being, the last time we played it was many years ago. So for a lot of people that might be something, but for me, it's, I don't know how to feel about it. It's kind of a double-edged sword, because I'm excited for it to come back, but at the same time I'm sad in a sense, just because it's again pulling people away from experiencing how we experience. And I think that's the part that makes me the most sad. And going back to olden games that are on the Xbox, on the Xbox One, I still have one of my favorite games, which is Castlevania Symphony of the Night. And even 20 years after its release, it's still fondly remembered as the best Castlevania game in the series to a good majority of fans. And it might even be the greatest game to all time to some. And I mean, it was phenomenal. It really was. Symphony of the Night just went apeshit and was extremely successful. Now, on the Game Boy Advanced, I don't know if you ever knew this, but there was Castlevania Circle of the Moon, Harmony of Dissonance, and Area something of Sorrow. I never fully pronounced it right. But those were also extremely successful. They were extremely fun games to play. They weren't crazy. They were just insanely addicting. They really were. They were super fun to play. I think the one I played the most was Era, whatever you want to call it, of Sorrow. And I very much enjoyed that game. I really did. It was a very fun game as far as the Castlevania games go. It came out in 2003 in Japan. 2003 in America, May 6th, and in Japan, May 8th. And just the skill system was fun. You know, it was a 2D side-scroller. You could go, and as you killed enemies and leveled up, you could also gain the souls of the enemies and use those to gain power-ups and bonuses and end up getting, you know, extra strength or extra fighting power, extra skills, just all kinds of fun shit from extracting those souls. And again, that's just one of them, you know. Circle of the Moon was a fun one. My cousin actually got that before I did. And I used to go over and, you know, play it with him. And this one is, you know, back taking place in 1830. And the protagonist in this one is Nathan Graves, whose parents died a decade ago to banish Dracula. So, you know, he's done nothing but trained and all that to fight him, and he is back with a whip. So, I mean, that's another fun aspect, getting to go around with the classic whip and just beat people. And then there's Harmony of Dissonance, which, again, extremely fun. These Castlevania games are fun as shit. And if you want another good game on Game Boy, it is Final Fantasy Tactics Advanced. Fun game. Very fun game. Very addicting. Very tough at times. But nonetheless, it is an awesome fucking game. A very awesome game. But back to Castlevania. Now, this is actually set 50 years after Simon Belmont vanquished Dracula's curse. So, in a lot of ways, it's kind of similar to Symphony of the Night. And it's just a good fucking game. I mean, if you think about it, you know, when it comes to Simon Belmont, he was regarded as a lifesaver. And, you know, he was looked upon as a hero. Now you're playing another Belmont, which is the grandson of Simon Belmont. And again, you just end up meeting someone at, you know, Dracula's castle. You go through the basic squabbles and all that to get there, but it's a fun Metro, as they call them, Metroidvania type game. It's very addicting, easy to play, easy to get into. So I would definitely say it is worth a shot. And I know this episode's kind of been semi all over, but again, with all the moving and stuff, I didn't have time to prepare a mass episode, which will be prepared next week, so it'll be back to the regular thing. But I'm giving good suggestions for a game to give a shot. If you have a Game Boy Advance, if you can get one, if you have access to borrow one, buy one. Like I said, own one. Get the Castlevania games. They are worth it. Fuck it, I'm gonna look for a Castlevania Monopoly. I already have Zelda and Mario Brothers, so why the fuck not? But remember, stay nerdy, stay geeky, and my friends, please stay retro as fuck.